Hello Cancer, this is your February 2021 reading. I'm going to be doing a few spreads for you. First I will do a general forecast of the relationship status in a horseshoe spread. That works for singles and for coupled people. Then I will do a relationship spread with a specific person in mind. It could actually be any relationship you choose, but most of the time it'd probably be romantic. That's why I'm probably looking at this. Then I will pull some spirit cards from angel oracle cards, oracle cards to get a bird's eye view of the situation, so it's not too biased with one of your guys' opinions. I will pull some oracle cards from your person if you're out of contact with that person and you want some messages. I will also pull some sex oracle cards if you want to see those to liven up the mood. It is going to be Valentine's Day soon. And then I will pull some angel advice cards for you to finish the reading up. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling your cards for your horseshoe spread. Put this up here. It's supposed to be a little point, but I had a little trouble fitting them all on my desk. Okay. So when I pull these romance cards as like divination cards, not as advice, don't take them as advice. It's just telling the situation. It's not giving you advice. The advice part will be at the end. Sometimes it can give you a little bit of a false thing, since there's something being good when it's not really. It's just telling you something that's happening. Alrighty. So we got your past, your present, your future 3 to 4 months out. We got your current situation. Sorry, you in a nutshell, your environment, your hopes and or your fears, and we got your 12th month outcome here. Alright, Cancer. It looks like in the past you have been going through some grief. You might have been crying at night, you might have had some nightmares, not able to sleep, just generally sad. It looks like there has been distance between you and a specific person in mind that you gave your heart to, and it looks like that distance was caused because of religious factors. Maybe one of you was spiritual and one of you was atheist, or maybe you had different religions that didn't allow for tarot readings, or it might have been very strict. But yeah, it looks like there was a situation of grief and sorrow, loss that that happened because of religious factors. Okay. So the current situation, well, it looks like you're kind of waiting for something. You're waiting for change. You're waiting for your ship to come in. Yeah, you're wanting it to be soon, but I don't know if it's, let's see. I don't know if it's going to be as soon as you want it to be. You might be biding your time by going out, hanging with friends and partying. But it doesn't look like it's necessarily with the person that's in your heart. Your future. So it looks like in your future things get a little better for you. You're going to have more strength to stand your ground on what you believe in, what makes sense to you. If someone made you question your spirituality, you're going to have strength in knowing where you stand for yourself. You might not quite have healed the situation with that person. Something's kind of holding you back. It could be that you might not feel that you deserve love at the time, but it seems like you do. It does look like also there's a point of focus on here. You might be focusing on a certain person or focus on a certain thing that might be distracting you from healing or from love. This is you in a nutshell. So it does look like on your mind you have someone on your past, from your past. And it does look like, again, there's distance between you and them. It's like this endless, valley. So you feel kind of alone, maybe. So we got your environment. So the environment is not necessarily something you control, but for example, like if it's raining outside, you have to decide if you're going to put on a raincoat or if you're just not going to go out at all, because of how the weather is affecting things. So For you, it looks like people in your social circles, romance circles, they might be focusing too much on work. There could even be a lot of challenges at work that are not even allowing the time for love to brew up. So these are your hopes or your fears. So you do fear heartbreak. I mean, it's a pretty basic fear to have, and it's weird to get this Nike card upside down. I guess you're hoping for success, but you're fearing that it won't actually come to you. That seems to be the answer. So this is your 12-month outcome, Cancer. We got 6 of Wands and Midas Wisdom. So there could be some sort of situation in your love life where pride might be getting into the situation that might be affecting it. Someone might be riding on their high horse. And there could be also a factor of money. Someone might not feel like they have enough money, or maybe they think because they have money that you should love them. Something about money is going to be playing into that factor. Midas Wisdom. Even though there's this pride and ego, you have the life experience to already know what's right and what's wrong, so you have the wisdom to navigate through the circumstances that are coming up for you in the 12-month forecast. Alright, let me shuffle the cards and do your relationship spread. Alright, I shuffled the cards off camera. I'll do it, I guess, once more on camera. Alright, so this is going to be a relationship spread. So we got you on the left side, your person on the right side. If you do feel you need to switch it, you can, because it's a general reading, but I'll read it as I traditionally read it. Okay, so on the left side, it looks like you're trying to make a decision. You're weighing your options, you're not sure what you want, and it looks like there could be some sort of deception. It could be even coming from you, like you're trying to trick someone or be sneaky about it. Maybe you feel like it's safer for you to do something undercover than to do it in plain sight. Okay, for your person. Your person feels like they're having a moment of weakness. We got Athena reversed. She's normally a person of strength, and we got the Tower. So they feel like their life, or their love life at least in this context, is falling apart, which can't feel too good for them. Okay, we got your past shared energy. And again, this relationship spread can be for any relationship, but I'm reading it as a romantic one. Just translate it to the kind of relationship you need. So in the past, we got like a lot of stability. Your person was very financially stable, very financially abundant, and willing to share their resources with you. We do have doubtfulness. So the story of Psyche is that her and Eros were a couple, and he was intensely in love with her, but she didn't believe that someone could love her so much, and she ended up cheating on him. It hurt him a lot, and after a time he took her back because his passion and desire for her were so much that he couldn't just leave her be. He had to get back with her. So if you have doubt in the situation, that could be coming up right now. Sorry, in the past. It looks like maybe in the past your friends were there to help you. I don't see them as interference. I just see them that they were an ear to hear what you were talking about. They're not taking this as advice and taking this as a divination. So the current shared energy, it looks like one of you guys wants to reconcile. One of you guys wants to offer a cup of love and forgiveness to the other. And it looks like this actually might be the time, this was a destined time to have the offer. Yeah. I want to dive into it unless I feel like I need to. Okay. So the future. Well, it looks like you're going to be having a lot of strength, pride, maybe some primal nature, kind of flying free. You're going to be feeling really good in the relationship. It looks like you guys might have a lot of flirting going on, and it looks like whatever fighting was going on is actually going to come to a close. You might mutually decide you don't want to fight anymore, because that is a choice too. Well, that was a pretty straightforward reading. Let's get some cards from Spirit to see what they have to say about the situation. Alrighty. We got vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. When the card's upside down, I'll see that as it's a block, the opposite of, or to the extreme, depending on the card. We got here and now. Your true love is already part of your life. Self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. Addiction. This addiction is affecting this relationship. Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are now needed. Put away the computer. Working less will strengthen your relationship. Wait. Timing is not quite right. That's interesting because you had the other timing card. So, there we go. Yeah. So it might be you have to wait for the other person to come to their senses, and you can't do it. You had to, because if you do the first action, then that means they might not have to apologize. It does seem like the advice to you is to stop working so hard. It could be you're on your computer or on social media too much. It might be getting to your head. If there were boundary issues, that looks like it will be solved, because it looks like you guys are going to choose to not fight anymore. So as long as you put a clear boundary, then people will know where to stop and where you will accept and not accept. So we got some sort of addiction. We didn't have any devil cards, so it could be addicted to your computer or addicted to work. But yeah, it's always good advice to take care of yourself. Okay. So next I'm going to pull some oracle cards from your person if you have a specific person in mind that you are not in touch with. Okay, so we got, I wish I could share my good news with you. So again, if you're not in contact, maybe they have a lot of stuff to talk about, but they just can't. Finding out the truth crushed me. I still feel the pain. I compare you to others. I watch your social media. I'm sorry. Please forgive yourself. Some part of me knew. We both know I am not the one for you. I want you so badly. So these are the cards from your person, and this is how they feel. It's not necessarily the truth. That's just the energy that they are in. It's their truth, their So I'm not sure. It seems like in this kind of spread, they might be out of touch with you, and they might be feeling like you might be the one that's to blame. That's how they feel. They feel that they're not the good match for you, though. In their opinion. Let's see. Alright, I have these extra oracle cards for you. I don't make enough money. I gave you my heart. I can't marry. You stabbed my heart. I have a secret. I am working on my career. I am undecided. I blew everything out of proportion. I need to work. Man, they just keep talking about work. I told you the truth. What was I trying to... So it seems like the person you are thinking of is clearly concerned about money. They don't have enough and they want to work. Maybe they need to get some more status in their financial career area. They do feel like they offered you their heart whole and sincerely, but you might have stabbed it. I'm not sure how you did. Perhaps even saying something, you know, small. You said something that you didn't mean it to be hurtful, but they perceived it as hurtful because they blew it out of their proportions. They're still undecided about what they want to do with you. They do have a secret, so let's see if we can get one more card to see if it helps. Maybe they secretly like you still. But they feel like they can't marry. It could be because they don't have enough money in their opinion. Maybe they're already married. Or maybe they decided, you know, marriage isn't for them, but something about... Maybe they even told you that they didn't want marriage. Alright, so next I will lighten the mood and we'll pull some sex oracle cards for you. It is going to be Valentine's Day, so these could be cards for you or your person, if you have a specific person in mind. It's a general reading, so not everything will make sense or jive with you. So I'll try to pull a good number of cards since this could be either one of you guys. Okay. So we got role play, romance me, undress me, cuddling, spiritgasm, play safe, inappropriate times, outdoors, 24/7, loving, loving, total loyalty, leashing collar, kiss me all over, swap, threesome, group sex. So, and I said spiritgasm, I think. Okay. So it looks like you or your partner might be into role playing. There's more hardcore cards out there in my deck. So it looks like they just want to do some soft role playing with you. Total loyalty. I think that's a turn on for you, Cancer. Because they are very loyal people. Might be something that makes sense to you and you want. So even before you're even in the bedroom, total loyalty is something you want. You might actually want your partner to undress you That might be part of the foreplay that you like, versus like sometimes when people will be like, well, it's a skin and dressed, and you take off your own clothes. It's not as interactive. It's not as exciting. So it could be the undressing factor that you guys like, or them. Cancer, you do have the sentimental kind of loving, cuddling, sweet kind of part to you. Spiritgasm, so in addition to the physical component, they want to get off spiritually with you. And if you watch that Netflix thing, Love, Sex, and Goop, they have like I don't think they use the word spiritgasm, but I mean, that's pretty much what they mean. It looks like one of you guys likes to have some fun outdoors. And it looks like one of you guys likes inappropriate times, and they're available 24/7. It could be part of the risk of getting caught. Maybe they want to get busy when you are working from home, and it could be something like that. It looks like one of you guys does like to play safe. You don't want any risk. It might even be that they prefer condoms, so they feel less at risk. And it looks like one of you guys does have some multiple partner kind of likes, that swap, threesome, and group sex, that they want to try. Not necessarily that you want to try, but it's something that they want. So it's up to you whether you want to accept it or not. You can just find someone else that doesn't want that. They might feel unfulfilled if they can't get what they want. That's easy enough to find things like this on Tinder, though, so not a problem if that's what you are willing to try. Alright, next, Cancer, I will pull some angel oracle cards for you. These are... oh, let me shuffle these. So now when I pull these cards, they will be advice to you. Interesting. Okay, so we got energy healing. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life. Cancers are very spiritual people. They're ruled by the moon. So when something's out of sync, it does really affect them. So it looks like if you are willing or able or interested in it, you could try to meditate to self-clear your chakras. You don't necessarily need to pay someone else to do it. There's plenty of YouTube videos that could guide you on that. You could also go to a spiritual healer and have them heal you if you want. Sometimes it's nice when someone else does it and you could just lay back and take it. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that comes to you. So if you're kind of on the fence about what you want, it might be hard for Spirit to manifest that, because it's like, do you want A or do you want B? So pick what you want and let Spirit give it to you. Relationship harmony. Archangel Raguel. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are now being resolved. Well, that sounds pretty straightforward, but nice. We got Moonstone. Of course you have Moonstone. You guys are ruled by the moon. Okay. Heightened intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness, as it is trustworthy. So yeah, if you want, you could wear Moonstone as a ring or a necklace or something as a physical manifestation for you to remember of your heightened intuition. Moonstone itself can also heighten your intuition even more and amplify what you already got. And if you are interested, I have a lot of Moonstone wire-up soldered sterling silver jewelry in my jewelry shop, and you can find the link in the description. Chiron healing. Alright, so my other deck I have Chiron, and it's a very turbulent looking card, but in this card he looks actually nice and stable. Chiron is the wounded healer. He ends up getting shot by Hercules, and because he's immortal, he can't die, and he's in constant pain from the Hercules arrow. Eventually, he switches places with what is his name, Prometheus, and dies for him, and he becomes Sagittarius. But let me read this for you because I don't want to miss a message in here. All healing requires sacrifice of some kind. We must give which that is keeping us bound in pain, which is usually related to what is keeping us bound in comfort. Sometimes it feels harder to give up the old, comfortable thoughts and beliefs that are actually keeping us miserable, and then it does to be happy and healthy. If you've drawn this card, you are in need of healing in your life now, whether you require physical, mental, or emotional healing. You must pinpoint the aspects in your life are in need of balance. This may relate to school, health, relationships, or other. And this line. Sorry. This may relate to other school, health, or relationships, and you may need to make some active changes in the areas in order to bring back into an essential state of inner balance. You may need to look over your life in the aspect of it if you have not yet owned it. You may need to undergo deep emotional release so that you can facilitate acceptance and forgiveness. A counselor aid may be help you in this process. Alternatively, there may be books that may be of great assistance to you. This is a time of healing for you. Chiron informs us that the greatest gifts we impart on the world come from our greatest wounds. Through the process of healing, you can learn about the inherent gifts that exist within you and your heroic choice to use your gifts for the greater good. The decision to be a healthy person is the greatest gift of all. The length of this text is kind of long for me as a graphic designer. It makes it hard to read. Okay. So yeah, Chiron's the wounded healer. He's also a card of my other deck of Major Transition. It is one of the outer asteroids. You could check that in your astrology placement and see if that's hitting any of your houses in a specific way. But yeah, it looks like it's a time for you to heal, and the relationship is healing itself. You might even know what's going on, and the healing is going to happen pretty soon. You just got to choose it. Let's see. Alright, so my last thing for you, Cancer. I'm going to do 2 timing questions. If you have a question, when will this happen? When will A happen? When will B happen? You could choose from the A or B, or you could choose 2 questions. Just think of them right now, and I'll pull your cards. So this is A. This is B. So your outcomes are pretty fast. We got something happening for you in April, and we got something happening for you in 3 months. And this is a February reading, so yeah, that's pretty damn soon. Alright, Cancer, thank you for joining me. I hope you liked it. If you do, you can like or subscribe. And like I said, I do have some jewelry on my store if you want to, buy some of that. It's sterling silver, and, I guess you could do a personal reading if you want to. I've never had a request for that, though. Okay, well, have a good February. Bye.